Hi everybody, Carlin here at May Blossom Design. I have finally a kiln unloading video. I ran 2 glaze firings this week and I pulled out so many beautiful things from the kiln, and I really want to share them with you because some of the combos are beautiful. Some might have to grow on me, some I might just not like, but you might like them. Or they might work different for you if you try them. Maybe if you've tried them before, you can let me know what I did wrong. But yeah, I'm really excited to show you all what I made in this last little while. The glazes are beautiful. The pieces I find are beautiful. And I'm really excited about it. I'm so excited that I finally found a firing schedule that works quite well for my itty bitty little kiln. And yeah, let's get to it. Let's open, well, no, I already opened it. Let me show you what I pulled out of the kiln. Start off. So first, this is wrought iron by Mayco. I'm a little underwhelmed, to be perfectly honest. Not starting off strong, but it gets better, I promise. If anybody has used wrought iron, let me know if you find that it likes it really hot to get the effect that I was hoping for. Because right now it's just kind of blah. This one I'm on the fence about. It is oyster, Mayco's oyster, and green tea, Mayco's green tea, with a little bit of light flux just on the rim. And I like what it did on the inside, but the outside is pretty underwhelming. But the inside is pretty. This one is Spectrum's Pearl White with autumn purple over top, and it's gorgeous. The movement that Spectrum glazes that I've found, the movement they have is beautiful. This also is Autumn Purple by Spectrum with, I can't remember if it's soft white or pearl white just on the rim. But again, it moved and it made really pretty colors. This one is oyster with wrought iron on the edges. I don't know how I feel about this one either. It might just need to grow on me. It's hard to show, but there is some pretty cool detail where they mix. But in general, I think I'm not the hugest fan. This one, I am a fan. It's Mayco's Amaryllis with Amaco's Lustrous Jade on the inside, along with Amaco's Oatmeal just on the rim. And it's beautiful. This is Spectrum's Pearl White with Mayco's Peppered Plum inside on top. It's also beautiful. It did pool a bit, so if you do use this combo, just be mindful of that. That it is a runner. Look at that. Beautiful. You can hear my dogs tip-tapping in the background always. We have another bird feeder. This is Mayco's Sand and Sea with pearl white on the top and on the rim. And it turned out really pretty. Now I'm going to show the dud. My little house. It's a cute little house. There's nothing wrong with it, other than I used Mayco's matte white, and I've learned that it needs far more than 3 coats, far more than 3 of my coats It probably needs more like 6 of my coats. I'm just a little bit disappointed. I can see here where it obviously had more glaze, that it looks like what I was expecting. So I am going to reglaze this and I will refire it. But I'm just a little disappointed that it didn't come out nice the first time. Yeah, but the matte is definitely nice and matte, but it just needs very thick layers of glaze for this, for Mayco soft white or matte white. So I've been experimenting with salt cellars, and this was the first one that I glazed. It is Mayco's oyster and Mayco wrought iron. And on the Trinket dish, it's not my favorite, but the wrought iron and the oyster, when they mix, so like everywhere in here, the oyster by itself, not a fan, but everywhere here, it's beautiful. There's so many cool colors in there, and the way that it moves, it looks really awesome. So I'm not terribly unhappy with it. I just wish maybe it would have mixed a bit better, but I do know that it clearly likes being hotter, the wrought iron and even the oyster, um, because it did way more things on the hotter shelf. And with my kiln, um, I know that the bottom is far hotter than the top. It has been right from day one. So then I made some cups. This is Mayco's Fool's Gold. I love this glaze. It makes everything look so fancy and so sparkly. Beautiful. It is Amaco's Lustrous Jade, Blue Rutile, and Chun Plum, and it's gorgeous. I probably could have used a little bit more blue rutile in the middle. But yeah, it turned out great and flawless. The firing schedule that I'm using is a winner for sure. So next, this is another cup. I used oyster as the base, Mayco's oyster, and then green tea as the top. And I'm not upset with it, but I kind of would have thought it would have had a little bit more movement. But maybe I just needed to make it a little bit thicker. But it did turn out nice. And I think if I did it a little bit hotter, like if I put this on the bottom shelf in my kiln, I'm thinking it probably would have been a little bit glossier rather than matte. But I'm not unhappy. This one I am super happy with. Again, it's just another little cup. But I used oyster as the base again, and then I put Mayco's peppered plum over top. And I've been having troubles with peppered plum. It's just not been hitting the mark for me. But this is beautiful. It softened up the harshness that I find peppered plum sometimes has when it's by itself. And it just gave it, I don't know, it just gave it some like pizzazz or something. It's very pretty. I definitely will be using this combo again. They are bubble tumblers. Again, this is Mayco's Fool's Gold. It's such a pretty glaze. This one, I think, I wish it would have given me more drips, but I'm happy with what I got. So this is Amaco, or no, Mayco's Lavender Mist, and then I put Amaco's Blue Rutile on top with Mayco's Light Flux on the top. You can see Lavender Mist just on the bottom there. And it gave me some really cool pooling and a couple drips, like that one. And this is on the Plainsman coffee clay. If you've watched any of my videos, you can hear me say multiple times that I have a really hard time finding glazes for the coffee clay. But this one definitely is a winner, and the one that's coming up right away is 100% is going to be my next go-to for this clay. This is the most beautiful mug I think I have ever created, glaze-wise. It's gorgeous. I think it's gorgeous. And it is Amaco's Smoky Merlot, Chun Plum, and Light Flux. And it's so beautiful on this dark clay. Like I just said, I have struggled so much to find a glaze that will work with this clay. And this glaze, this combo, it's beautiful. It gives drips. Oh, it's beautiful. So then I have just kind of a plain one, very neutral, black walnut and birch, with just a slight overlap in the middle. I love what black walnut does to glazes. It just gives them that little mirror finish when they connect. And the hotter you go, the more shiny this part gets. So it's really fun to experiment with. Unfortunately, this cup does not meet food safe because if you can see, I don't know if you can see or not. Let's see. There is a crack in the bottom. But look at this glaze. How beautiful is that? Now this is Mayco's Birch and Cordovan with some flux. And look at look at it. It is so beautiful. I'm disappointed that it obviously is no good, but I will definitely use this combo again. Gorgeous. So here is another black walnut and Spectrum Soft White. I actually did the walnut probably up to here, and the white pulled it all the way down. So keep that in mind when you're using this combo, that it is a runner. And this was on the cooler of my 2 shelves. So if it went hotter, it probably would have ran right off the shelf. But I don't know if you can see, it's like little raises here where it ran. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And again, with the firing schedule that I'm using, it's flawless, which is even nicer. And then last but not least, this combo I think might be, I love it. It is black walnut with Mayco's black walnut with Mayco's sand and sea. Look inside. Look at this. It's so beautiful. All the colors, and it is a total mirror finish. And we have pooling. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I will be trying this one on the coffee clay as well, because I'm thinking that it will look just as good on that. So stay tuned for that unloading. And then lastly, I just did some fun things. I made some buttons. This one was ancient copper. I think because I did it on a slow cool, and I find that copper doesn't really enjoy a slow cool, it kind of went brown, but I'm not mad at it. This is Amaco's Lustrous Jade. This is Snow. And these ones are Blue Midnight. They're hard to tell that they're blue, but they are. Okay, so that's what I got out of my kiln this week. I'm so happy. I couldn't be happier. The only thing I'm disappointed, well, other than my little house not being right the first time, which I will refire, no big deal, is the fact that there's a crack on the birch and Cordovan mug. Um, that's the only thing I'm truly upset about. Um, but whatever. They happen, cracks happen. That's part of pottery. That's part of the process. But I'll just make another one because this combo is gorge. Anyway, I'm really happy. I'm happy that everything came out great. I'm happy that I got to share them with you, and I can't wait to do some more. I have some tutorials planned, some glazing videos planned, and I'm hoping that I can get on a better schedule with more consistent videos. But I have to adult first before I can play on YouTube. So here's hoping. But anyway, I'm thankful that you guys all watched. If you've watched me this long ramble on, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. It really helps me push out my content to those who want to watch it, and you as well. So yeah, if you can please like and subscribe, that would be great. And anyway, I will see you in the next video. Thanks, everybody. Bye.